LLoyd The Conqueror, we were thinking of doing a documentary, or I was thinking of doing a documentary about it. And then when I did my research to see if there were any documentaries being made about that subject matter, there were at least one that looked really good as well. So we decided to write a story about it, set in fictionalize it. And it just seemed like a really fun world to explore. The more we learned about the different types of LARPing, we just thought it was a really rich territory to play around with. And when I was younger, I used to play Dungeons and Dragons, so I felt like I had some understanding of the world, even though I had never taken it quite that far. The main thing we wanted to avoid was to be mean-spirited, because LARPing is a pretty easy target, right? You could make fun of it probably fairly easily, but I wouldn't get any sort of joy out of that. And I wanted to watch something that, even if you weren't a LARPer, you could enjoy, and if you were a LARPer, you could enjoy. And that was sort of the question we always asked ourselves: is this a mean joke? And if we ever started to cross that line, then we would cut it. When we made LLoyd The Conqueror, we got tons of support from all over the place. Especially Calgary, just because that's where we shot it. Like Calamasso, who makes LARPing weapons, and they're out of Montreal. They sent us a ton of weapons that we used in the final battle, which just sort of made it all that much better, because their weapons are actually super cool looking. They look like real swords, these things, except they're made of foam, so you can whack the crap out of someone. We kept a lot of the weapons, and all of the props ended up in my basement. And I've got a 4-year-old son, so basically whenever he has friends over, they end up LARPing, and that's become his frame of reference. So we were at like a historical Indian village watching people shooting bows and arrows, and he's like, "Look, Dad, those guys are LARPers." So his frame of reference is a little skewed now. The battle axes are probably his favorite one.